last bit that needs to be released. I don't know. So I got a new bracelet, by the way.
Oh, what is that?
Is
that the dark and light?
Yeah, it's night and light.
Night and light. Okay, that's.
There was some Archangel Michaels.
How are those sales going with bracelets? Because mine are just amazing. I've got mine on. I never take it off.
Well, I've let it go because I've still got a few items up on my Etsy, but I'm waiting until after the 19th of March, my birthday, because there's something in the pipeline coming down for the 19th of March, my birthday. Always something happens, but this time it's something huge. Politically, worldwide. I mean, because it's not only something going on with POTUS, something's going on with the Brexit. There's something going on. There's a lot going on. A lot going on. So anyway, I'm gonna pull a card.
I was gonna say if you can elaborate.
These are my cards. I only had 5 sets printed, but
I got my set.
Yeah.
And I love
it. Yeah, the reason I'm going to put this on my Patreon and share this is because I'm going to be going somewhere after my birthday.
Really?
But they've not told me where, and lots of lightworkers are going to be called to the same destination. And I'm going to need about $2,000 or £2,000 to get there.
US?
South of the equator.
South of the equator.
All the light workers that are activated right now and doing grid work are being called, but we can't give our destination yet, but we've been planning it upstairs. So, pick a card, any card.
Stop.
Okay. Step up and through your blocks. Your life is an occasion, rise to it. So it's about walking through a portal stepping up into the next half, and that's exactly what I've been getting. So yeah.
Draw me another one. One more.
I'll draw one. So think about what you need clarification on. Pamper yourself, it's saying.
What for my what?
Pamper yourself.
Oh, okay.
Take care of yourself.
Because if I let myself go, I start worrying about everything, and then I'm like, no. I'm pretty much at peace with it now. After me and you had a discussion a while back about I had too many doors open.
Everybody's got too many doors open.
Yes, because I would prep, and then I would say, no, wait a minute, what are you prepping for? Well, and I told you just in case. But you're
leaving the option open for that just in case. You're leaving that door open a crack.
Exactly. And so I decided, okay, after we had that talk and you had mentioned standing on the top of a hill, you were looking at 2 scenarios. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was looking at the theme park. Everybody's on the carousel going round and round and round in love and light, thinking it's all hunky-dory. And the other side of the hill, I was looking at the theme park from Pinocchio where all the bad boys and girls are going and they're getting drunk and smoking and kicking hell out of each other. And I'm looking at both scenarios while all the time looking at the horizon and looking up and seeing what's happening there as well.
And then you decided to go your own way, do your own thing, create your own life.
Create my own path and my own destination.
Yeah, exactly. So that was huge for me. So yeah, I've shut the work down now. And just walking through that one door, like you said, the path, what was it? I still have it written down. Narrow path, go on autopilot. So stop worrying about everything around us because it's all obviously being taken care of. And I really, really feel like that we've got help, a lot of help, and I think maybe intervention's coming.
It's here. We had, yesterday it was about 3 o'clock US time. And it was a 3:33 yesterday, at 3 minutes past 3. So, because I know what American time is, it was later in the evening here, about 8 or 9. I just got a spike of energy. And I went to the Schumann resonance on Mr. MBB333 site, and there was a couple of wave glitches in it.
Yes.
At that time, at 3 o'clock, it started, and they weren't straight up. There were wave glitches going up.
Yeah.
And I was going, what is that? And I'm getting where the... Oh, it's really hard to explain.
What's the post office in a bit? Do you need anything?
No, alright, thanks. That's my brother. So you never need anything.
So sweet.
I'm just trying to explain. I need, you know me and visuals. I need it so I can explain it. I'm just looking for a visual. Okay.
Yeah, and you're good at visuals. You've always been good at visuals. It helps me a lot.
Right, okay, I'll use my lip salve. Okay. This is our solar system.
Okay.
Okay, with the Earth and the Sun and all the planets. And let's just say, let me see what I can use. My mirror.
Okay.
Okay, and we're on a certain part of the Milky Way galaxy. Okay, we're moving around the Milky Way galaxy.
Right.
Okay, and the galaxy is also moving around the universe.
It's no wonder we feel
So we've jumped to the other side in a glitch, to the other side of our galaxy, Milky Way galaxy. With that jump, the Milky Way galaxy jumped, and up here is, let's say, a new area. Oh, sorry about my light glitches. A new area of the universe, the cosmos, that's here, and it's connected to us now. And that's just, that is what is connected to us. It's just,
it's a huge step.
it's huge. It's huge, and this part of space, the Milky Way, hasn't been part of since its inception, since it was created.
Oh God, that gives me the chills because this is huge.
And I think a lot of light workers are getting, we can tune into the planet and get the energy of the planet, and it feels like everything's shifting. Plus then the Earth is moving along, and she's going to the connection of the centre of our galaxy. Our galaxy is just jumped as well. It's like the whole galaxy has jumped through a portal. It's just like, there's our galaxy. Say that's our galaxy. Everything combined, we've gone through a galactic, and we're here now.
Amazing, you had the perfect prop for that.
I know. They give me stuff, and it's just like.
What does that mean? What does that?
What does it mean? Well, it's cloudy outside. The sun's that is east, and the sun is that side of my house, and this is why I'm half in.
See, yes, yep. See, it's so hard to see you. Yeah, that's important. You really focus. All I see is your glasses and your eyes. Look at the glow. Yep.
Can you see my light body coming through my hands?
Yeah, I see a nice. Oh my gosh! Yes. Yes, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see. I've got almost.
A big.
There you go. Can you see my fingers? Yeah.
Yes.
So it's called activated light body.
Oh my God. And a lot of people are going there right now. Yeah.
Well, the fact that you're sat on this planet, let's even do a better one. Okay. So sorry, I'm trying to get out the light here. Okay, so that's the Earth. Okay. You're on the Earth.
Right.
Okay, you're on this bit. It's got a shield round it called a magnetic shield. You're in that. That is also on the galaxy. The galaxy's gone through. How can you not be changing with the planet? We didn't leave you behind.
Right.
We didn't leave your invisible planet. Everybody that's contained within has to shift up.
Awesome.
Well, I'm out.
So it is everybody going. Because there's good for you. You know, because you hear this, some people are going to be left behind, some people aren't going to make it. And that needs to be clarified too. Will there be some that go and some that stay? There's always those little fearful.
Well, what do you mean stay? You can't leave. You're in the planetary system at the minute while we're shifting. But what's happened is if it's not your path, but everybody's here now. Listening to me.
Okay.
Everybody is here. It's like you couldn't get out of that. We've got a shield around the planet, and the planetary shield got tight as we did the jump.
Ooh.
But now it's to protect us. The magnetic resonance had to drop down, and the Schumann had to go up to equalise the balance of the new space we're in. So it's like if you've got a pressure cooker, you can't just pop the top off.
No.
You have to let it out. So at the minute, these waves are like unscrewing, and it's lifting that off a little bit, and it's doing it like I've just done there, like on the equator, and we've been like that. But now we're a different position. Everything's and the pressure's going off, and it's freezing cold in parts of the world where it should be hot because the pressure release is at the equator.
Wow.
And it's like last week we had the hottest February on record in England for February. It was just ridiculous. It's 23 degrees, and that's hot for here. It should be like 8 or 9. It was 10 degrees above, but it's just like, well, all that cold came in through that. I call it a polar vortex. Don't believe anything they tell you on the news. It's rubbish. Where that balance, that release happened, the cold from space came in, and it pushed all the warm air up and down. So the bottom of the planet got hot, and the top of the planet where we are got hot, and the rest got cold. But then it's going to be doing something very soon. But yeah, everybody's going to be getting a lot of visitations, should we say.
It's going to be wonderful. That's what I've been waiting for. And I've laughed and told you before how many nights I go outside and I'm looking, I'm like, why don't you just, let me see you. Come on, I know you're there. So now if I see them,
well, there's not been any ships over me for a month because they're busy watching the there's not even a name for it. The equator's release of pressure.
They're basically monitoring all that right now to make sure it all goes right. Which it is going to go right. Everything is going right because, and I remember a long time ago you told me that the work that's being done here, it's one step forward and then sometimes it goes back, and you just have to keep going and keep trying until you get.
This is just in flight. It's like you're on a world ship, let's say. In-flight entertainment, in-flight instructionals. You've got the people who are asleep in the seats while it's flying, and they're getting the instructions while they're asleep.
Yeah.
The simulations while they're sleeping, and the air stewardesses going around checking everybody's alright and getting training on the job and going into simulators and reading of the new destination. It's like a plane is flying somewhere nobody's ever been. So the planet's going somewhere, and it's like, yeah, but I think the people who are aware of it they'll know this information. Everybody's getting it. It's not like I'm getting this information. We're all getting it all at the same time, and it takes people to share in the posts. And you'll see if you go on Facebook, everybody's sharing the same information. We're not copying off from each other. We're just getting it, and we're validating each other's information. We're not just, I'm copying your information and putting it out. I've got my information. Here it is. And somebody else will read it, and they maybe not spoke up, and it's just like it's validated for them, their information, and maybe they'll speak up then. But we're validated. It's like I said, we've all got a key for each other's doors. There's a locked door as we go through that 5th dimension, but we've not got a key for it. We've got to get that key from the other people. It's like in Dreamtime, it's like we've swapped keys with everybody to make us work together, because it's not a one person ego trip. It's not I want something for this information, I want to be famous, I want money, I want accolade, or I just have to get my information out to make room for new information. Because I've not spoke to you for weeks,
and I'm like, are you around, you want to chat? And nothing. And I know that you're not on Facebook or anything, so I'm thinking, okay, she's like super busy downloading stuff. So yeah, I
don't want my work and my downloads when I'm getting them to be influenced by other people's work.
Right, exactly.
I want to get it. It's mine, and this is what I'm pulling through now. I'm pulling it through as we're speaking. That's why I needed to speak to you. It's like I could write a post, but I'm not getting it. I could put out the wrong information. So it's like I've got information that maybe it shouldn't be put out just yet. So it takes another light worker to ask me the right, open the right file, and I'll go, she's asked for that, now I can give you that. I can't just volunteer the information because it might not be part of the collective plan. That's why we've got to work together.
Right, so I do have a question. So what's coming up?
As in?
In March, as in what is this going to be something...
all I can say is that's information that we can't divulge
at this moment. Okay, because I keep thinking, and I've heard a couple people saying that we might have visitation.
Yeah, I've already said we're going to get visitation.
Yeah.
But it's not what we're expecting.
Okay. This is going to be exciting.
It's all good.
In the US here, there's a big countdown.
Oh yeah, to March 19th, my birthday probably, isn't it? They've told me my birthday's going to be big this year.
Yes, 15 days from now.
So what's that?
The 19th.
That's my birthday. And it's also, because they kept showing me, I kept getting visuals of the pyramid, the original first pyramid.
Yes.
With the 2 Anubis dogs, and there was 2 of them with the portal in the middle, so that was the information I was getting. But Anubis is also the dog star, and that's Sirius, and that's the planet of Isis, and we connected up to Sirius, and Sirius was like the tractor beam that helped pull us through that doorway that we went through. Not the planet, the whole solar system went through that, and Sirius was like the tractor beam on us, and that's what I was getting. It's like it wasn't one sphinx, there was 2, and that's where it wasn't that there was a portal there, they were just showing me that's what they were representing from space. Sirius A and B, there was a portal between that, which had turned on from the other side, which had turned on to pull us through, to connect up the energy for us and pull us through. So yeah.
That's why, and for years I was this, prepping and fearful, and then all of a sudden I got to a point where, even as a child, I can remember knowing that one day divine intervention would happen on this planet. So when I went back to feeling that as a child, I was like, you already knew this. You already knew. Get a grip. Like when you and I had that talk, shut those doors. And I have felt such peace since I shut all those doors, and I'm not worried. I'm not stocking the pantry. If I run out, I run out, because I know we're going to be taken care of. There's really nothing, and then there's that Q movement thing going on, and I follow that, and that has given me peace, because I know there's intervention taking place with our president, and he's getting divine help. None of this is by chance, and so once I saw that, I'm at peace with that, so I've let all of it go, and like you said, it's entertainment.
Yeah, I showed you, I told you, was it last year, the year before, I can't remember, but I told a few people ages ago, 3-4 years ago, Trump would be president, and I saw it. I have been in meetings where he's been on meetings on ship, and he's blue, he's got blue skin, he's like Lyran, so that's what I'm saying about him.
see that in him. And yes, he's a gruff dude on the surface, but we got to have that. We got to have tough. We got to have a warrior. So
we needed the world's being run as a business. We needed a good businessman to run it.
We sure do.
We don't need solicitors and politicians to not run the world, to guide the world. We need business people at the minute because they're running the world as a business, and that's going to be coming into play very, very, very soon. I've got something. I just want to tell. Okay, let me. I am trying to think of something that I can say. Okay. Imagine, if you will, a planet. Just one planet. I'm not saying ours, just a planet, because I don't want to give too much. Just a planet.
Okay.
And we're super advanced beings from another side of the universe, and we've done everything that we could do. We've seen everything we could see, and we know everything. Apart from that little black dot over there, nobody's been able to get into that little black dot. We've become stagnant, and we've learnt everything we can learn. We're just floating around as light, but we're intrigued about that little dot over there because nobody can get in, and all of a sudden that little dot opens its doors for business. Opens its doors, and we want to go and have a look what's there. And there's creators that have been trapped in there for eternity, that have created art, music, fashion, experience of the light that the universe has never seen, and they want all of that. They want to trade anything. I want that artwork. Show me what that is. We've never seen that. What is that? Yeah. Well, that's what we've got coming to visit.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so if I'm getting it right, they're intrigued with us.
Yeah. We're a piece of them that they've never been able to access because we've been in the depths of the dark of pit of the bog hole of the sewer of the universe, surrounded by light surrounded in like a diamond in coal, surrounded in mud, surrounded in rubbish, surrounded in thought and trapped into this. But now that
we're released and we're there and they can see us, they're wanting in.
They're not wanting in.
Go ahead.
Where the doors have been opening. And yeah, so if you're creative, they're going to exchange. There's going to be a technology exchange for our creativity. They don't want our weapons. They don't want our cars. They don't want our technology. They want our creations, our art, our music, our expressive films. Anything that we can do that's creative, of expression of a human emotion. They've not had that experience. They've not had the experience of Earth. They've not had the experience that what the depths of the darkness that's created such beautiful artwork, such beautiful heartfelt music that brings angels to tears, such expressive emotions that
the people that write all this and make all this, they have been there, they felt the pain. They've found ways to express it and show it.
Yeah. So it's just like a computer can recreate art, a computer can recreate music, a computer can do, but it's not got emotions behind that creation. It's not got a story in every stroke of a pen, every note of a song, every tune. We are the creators of this. We've lived here and honed our skills. Even if you think you've not got talent, you've got an emotion. You know how to love. You know what it feels like to love. You know what it feels like to hate. And all those emotions are valuable. They're experience. We're going to be putting like. If you think you've not got talent, you can't write, you can't draw, you can't do anything. Well, can you cry? Can you feel sadness? Have you had sadness? Have you had rubbish hurt things to happen to you? These beings will just want to sit in and you play your story out to them with your thoughts and your emotions, and you be educating them, and that's how valuable.
And we've been thinking people becoming.
It's reversed. It's the other way around.
Yeah. Wow.
It's going to be. I'm getting goosebumps as I'm speaking.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. Get my light off. Yeah, it's just like This
is going to be a fascinating exchange. Now, will they show themselves to people, or will this be in dream time, or maybe certain people they'll just? I mean, how's that going to happen?
Well, can you imagine if you're feeling a homeless person on the street, and all of a sudden what happens, and all of a sudden they're on I can't even call it a ship, they're in a city, or they've been transported to a beautiful planet, and they're treated like royalty almost. Tell me what your experience is.
So they're just going to come in and experience. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, this I can't give it. This is going to be an exchange.
Okay, I'm trying to come up with the right question here.
Well, just leave it. Don't think about anything. Just that's it. I'm going to pull. Which card should I'm going to use one of my little owl cards because I'm getting drawn to it.
Okay, well, another thing whenever you're done with that, I want to talk to you about the crystals on the skin that people are seeing.
That's just the first step of this.
Yes.
Well, I've not got crystals on my skin now. My skin's just bioluminescent, bioluminous. And I'm in my own room. I'm not outside. I don't turn it off. I don't care if people think I'm shining. They'll think there's something wrong with their eyesight.
So that's something that's going to be happening with people more and more, because like I've been telling you, I've been going through this crazy itching. My skin is peeling. Just itch, and peeling off of the skin. And then I went outside and took a magnifying glass and the little mirror, makeup mirror like you just showed that's magnified. Boy, you are glowing.
So I'm reading from guides, so shall I read the first?
Yes, read that.
Dear soul, how we wish to touch your eyelids. This is coming in not from the White Brotherhood, this is coming in from, well, I said,
Okay.
they're observing at the moment as light. They're observing as new light at the moment.
Wow.
A whole civilization can exist in a particle of light with their consciousness, and they've flooded our planet with this light, and they're observing us. So this has come from them. It's number 27, which is a 9. How we wish to touch your eyelids and transform them into light.
Wow.
How we wish to touch your lips and bring words of joy and happiness to your heart. How we wish to touch your heart and bring warmth and peace so that you may rest free. When you put your trust in us, we will do all these things. You only have to call and we will come by your side in an instant, and you will no longer feel alone. So that is ask and you shall receive.
So you can ask for them to come visit? Is that what you're saying, or just...
They're with you right now.
You know, I heard something...
In light. See this light you can see on me?
Yeah.
And you might see them floating around here. They're in that.
Aids in your room.
They're in that.
Okay.
They're in that light.
But they're observing now.
Yeah. It's like you can't see the internet running through your house with all that information on going to me and to you, doing this video feed.
Right.
And it's the same with this new light that's connected. It's going straight to them because they are here, they are there, they're everywhere now. They can't be moved.
This is since this jump over with the planet?
Yeah, since the universe has jumped.
And now, being that you are... I remember that interview you had a long time ago when I first heard about you. You were talking about coming in to rewrite programs, fix everything. Has that all been taken care of?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to jump without the planet being destroyed otherwise. It's taken millions of light workers, centuries, to fix the grid.
And so we finally have done it, and we are heading out.
We've already headed out, we're already there. We're just decompressing.
Oh my God. You know, because people are talking about hearing noises all over the place now. Just like, just certain little light booms or weird noises, and they can't figure out where it's coming from, what it is. Maybe that's part of the decompression. I mean, this has just been in the last...
It's like the pressure cooker, the pressure's going out, and it's been slid open, and the lid, and seeing what's in there. Do you know what I mean? And it doesn't mean that everybody from the pressure cookers thinks that they've been left behind on the stove. They've been left. They're all in there. The pot's just been lifted off the stove and taken a million miles away to another part of the universe and put down to be opened.
So this is big. I mean,
it's huge.
Yeah, it is.
And they won't tell you this because they haven't got a clue. The scientists haven't got a clue. They only can tell you what's going on the planet, the weather systems, the universe might be doing this. They can't say that they can't tell where the universe has moved to. They don't know. They know the universe is moving. They don't know what's gone on. They don't realise the universe has gone through a portal, a huge portal that opens up once in the creation. See,
I wonder if I'm feeling so calm.
If you watch my video, you maybe have to watch it again. That I did my interview with Alexandra, where I'm talking about the history of the universe, and some of us came through a portal.
Right.
We've gone back through that portal, the whole universe, to home, and some of us are feeling home, and that's why some of us are switched on. It's I recognise this light coming in. This is me?
I'm sitting here like I've been waking up the last 3 or 4 or 5 days, and I wake up and I feel like something feels a little different. I feel lighter. I don't feel any pressure. I'm not feeling the pressures of life.
And see, to everybody else on the planet that are just here, they're not, their souls have been evolved on the planet, and they're not come from the part of the creation that some of us have come from. The souls have been created by the earth and evolved. They're the ones that are sleeping. They're the children on the planet. They're the ones that have been causing the wars and the fighting and doing all the shit. They're the children, the baby souls of the universe, of the cosmos, that have been born on the planet to experience what they've experienced, and the ones that have come in to mother them and to guide them through this, so they won't think they were going mad while we went through. Planet, people on it, soul's been involved in this, and it's been switched off. All of a sudden that's opened a little bit, and some of us have gone in with our energies and closed it off again, fixed everything inside, told everybody on the inside, you're not going mad, this is what's happening, we've been here, we've come from here, but we've gone in there, we're inside there and we're helping you. We've come along and gone like that and moved you over here. We're still in there going, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay. It's okay. And the ones that are inside are going, it's okay, it's only us coming in. It's only us, we're only undoing it. There you go, you're free. We're home again. It's not God, it's not spirituality, it's fact. It's just, that's it. It's not science, it's just, that's it. It's a bit of the creation that's evolved inside. It's like an egg with all the cells dividing and dividing and dividing. It's got, the seed's got a crack to grow.
Oh, exactly.
The skin of the shell of the planet has got to be popped open and that's scary too. It's like, chicken licking. The sky's falling down. It's not falling down, it's just letting the pressure out, otherwise the planet would have exploded with the intense energies coming in.
So here's my brain, just, I'm sitting there going, okay, so we're going to see a huge shift.
We've had the shift. It was a baby. We've had the shift.
No, I'm talking about like with the government and stuff.
Oh, then, well, they can't not. They're not in control anymore.
Nope. I've been watching that for a while. I'm sitting here going, this is getting so interesting.
Well, letting the children, it's like the best way to stop a fight and stop children acting up when the teachers have gone home and the kids have been locked in the school. It's let them think they're in charge. They just don't realise they're still locked in the school. Some are pretending to be teachers, some are pretending to be in charge, some are pretending to be this, pretending to be that. They're acting, while all the time we're watching the school, making sure it don't burn down, and they don't do too much destruction, but let them think they're in charge. And that's what
they need this to grow. We all
yeah,
need...
it's like I watch the news now and again. I'll turn the sound off. I don't ever watch the sound on. I don't like people trying to tell me what I'm seeing with my own two eyes and what I'm feeling with my heart when I'm looking at images. So I watch the Parliament channel over here, the UK Parliament, and it's just like watching kindergarten class and observing from a two-way window and watching the kids running around, seeing if they've got it yet. They just think they're in charge. They're not. Consciousness is in charge, and a higher consciousness at that.
This is amazing.
Let the children play. The boys, it's a Thin Lizzy song. If the boys are gonna fight, you gotta let them.
Oh my God. I agree. Because I mean, I'm sitting here, and then there's days I'm really, I wonder why so many people are falling into the, like, I want to say the trap of believing all the negative stuff that's out there and fighting against the good. But like you said, they're baby souls. They don't know any better. And babies are easily influenced.
And there've been babies having babies and trying to teach each other, and there's nobody been around. And as soon as the adult comes into the room, all the teenagers kick off.
Yeah.
Don't boss me about, don't tell me what to do. I don't want to know that. So you just shut the door and go get on with it then. We'll come back when you're ready.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Will they be ready one day? Because they're going to see the huge changes.
They're going to have to grow up.
Yeah.
And if they don't grow up, they'll go through the life cycle as the life cycle is not knowing any better, and they'll leave their body, and then the soul will go to where they go to get educated before they get a vessel again. They won't be getting a vessel if they're not ready for a long time, until they've gone through another part, until they've gone through another university.
Yeah, that's what this is for darn sure. And I know there's so many of us, including me, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, it's just so exhausting. When is this ever going to stop? When will we stop being so tired and this constant, just, there's days you just want to say, screw it. Just whatever happens, happens. But I'm tired. I can't do it anymore.
We've got a saying in England, fuck it.
There you go. Fuck it's right. Chuck it in the fuck it bucket and keep moving. That's what I heard that
when my kids used to play up when they're younger. When my girls used to play up and were naughty when they were younger. And I'd go in, I'd intervene, stop fighting, tidy up, clean your mess up. And it'd make the situation worse. I got wise to this. Soon I just went into my bedroom, shut the door, locked my door, put my music on, put my headphones on, cranked it up and had a cigarette and chilled. Eventually, let them work it out. Eventually, they'd realise that mum's not here, and they'd play up a bit more to see if they could get my attention. Then they'd give up with that and think, oh, we've really made her mad now. And I'd hear clunking downstairs, and then I'd hear a tap at the door. We've made you a cup of tea and some biscuits, and we've tidied up. We're really sorry. Will you come back down with us now? And sometimes, yeah, you've got to go fuck it, let them get on with it. Sit back, don't engage, let them fight it out, let them argue it out, let them pretend they're in charge. Go and chill, listen to some music, put your feet up, have a vape, have a cigarette, tune out, tap out. Tune into something that makes you happy, let them get on with it. Sooner or later they'll realise that all these light workers that they get information from, the info, we've tuned out, we're not listening, we'll let them get on with it. And then they'll go, oh, we can't create anything, they're not giving us the inspiration. Oh, we don't know what's going on in the planet, we can't watch them, we can't hear them, what's going on? Because they're not on our frequency, but they're having a lovely time, they look happy and communicate. Are they telepathic? Are they communicate in a different way to us? Why they seem so happy when we're kicking off and making all this mess? We're causing chaos. Why aren't they paying any attention to us? What have we done wrong? We've done something wrong, have we? Yeah.
Then they're going to start wondering if I don't straighten up, what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think lightworkers. I think you've probably felt it. We've not been posting on the Facebook. We've just been letting the kids play. Let them get on with it. Don't give them any clues. Don't give them any ideas. Don't give the game away. Let them find out for themselves. And if they want to find out, they're going to have to tune out and tap in like we do. That's the way we're going to give them the information. I mean, I don't mind doing this between me and you because the right people will see it. They're looking for the information. And the ones that won't, and if they want any more detailed information, they're going to have to get it for themselves, and that's what I mean by doing your own homework.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, but I have a question. You're like, do your own homework. And then I'm like, you know what? She's right. I'll work this out in a day or two, and I usually will work it out. And then there's like this little epiphany, like, oh my God, okay, well, that wasn't such a big deal. Maybe if I just paid more attention to my intuition, like, duh, but then there's days, remember that day I panicked and called you because the curtain fell off? when I got my bracelet from you, and all of a sudden, what was it? It was
energies, can't wait, the darker energies, denser energies couldn't wait to get out of there, they couldn't take it.
And I had stuff banging around in my house, and I'm like, did my husband come in and I didn't hear him drive up, and I'd call out his name, nothing. I was being just clumsy stuff, spilling water all over my computer and things falling off the wall in the other room. And then I was sitting in here one day, and the curtain on this door right here just went boom. I'm like, okay, something the heck's going on here. I got to get a hold of you. And I'm like, I don't know where you were. I'm like, are you available? I need it now. And then you were laughing on the other end going, it's okay. Just open some windows and let them out. And I did. I opened the windows and the doors. I got the smudge thing out. I was smudging this house. And after that, it was gone. It was gone. And I'm like, wow. So it was dense energies and things that needed to go. What are you seeing? A ship?
It's cloudy, but the sun's shining. Do you want to? I should take you outside, shouldn't I, really, and get it on video what I look like in the sun now.
Yes, that'll be awesome.
Because I'm on the east side of the house here.
But you're so glowy right now. It's not.
It's not even sunny on this side. Oh, that's what I wanted to see. It's rainbow.
No.
Oh my goodness! Can't you see that? Oh my gosh, I'm just going to take a picture and I'll post it. Hold on. I will post this. I will post this to my Patreon picture because I knew the light had just changed because we were talking. There was a triple rainbow out there. Oh my God! It's a quadruple rainbow. Okay. Oh dear. This is going to be on blooming Patreon. This me walking downstairs going through my house. I might put it on YouTube eventually. No, the rainbow's at the front of the house and I can't go out because of the dogs. It probably pulled for. I'll see if I can guess it. Sorry. I'll turn into a light beam. I don't, to be honest. The rainbow's in the front of the house, so I'm in direct sunlight.
Yeah. You're hard to see. Okay, that's better now. Boy, a while ago when you come out the door, it was like, dang. Yeah, see? Like almost really disappeared. Yeah, doing the same thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
No, I don't disappear. Oh, you're so pretty too. Look at Yep. Those glasses, I love your glasses. See, mine aren't rimmed like I need to get me some like those. My sunglasses are like that. But, okay, so we can't see the rainbow, right?
No, it's on the other side of the house, but I will post that into my Patreon.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if you can see the sky. It's beautiful out here. Just around my house, there's clouds. There's clouds all the way around apart from above my house. Because when I'm working, it sort of clears the sky just around me, so I don't affect everybody else.
We should show them one day how you can move all the air and the clouds and everything out of your way.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you can see the clouds.
Right.
Look above, hardly any. Clouds. But just open my house for working. I'll get your dog in. Yeah, come on. So.
Well, you know, I'm just looking at things different people are talking about the sky.
I'm going to be naughty and take the vape upstairs. It is naughty. Oh no.
When people go outside and they take that mirror and magnifying glass just to see
The rainbow's still there. Oh, something nice to show. I knew there was something just felt completely different with the light. I felt a shift. It's like, you know, you thought you could see a shift. It was only when I looked the other way I could see the rainbow. Right, hold on.
You did. I knew you felt something because the way you just went boom. But what are they covering up in the skies? Where we're moving?
Yeah.
Oh, I can barely see it. Just yeah, I see it now.
Post it.
Yeah, post it on there too. Post it on Patreon too. What are they covering up in the skies? Because you know, with the chemtrails and all that stuff, I don't think it all is just having to do with.
The chemtrails is just. There was two factions doing the chemtrails. There's the faction who think they're trying to change the planet because they haven't got a clue what's going on with the universe and the planet and climate. Because it's obviously this hasn't happened before. They can go back in the geological record and see 86,000 years after this, but it's doing things that it's not been predicted. It's just like, well, the solar system and the galaxy's not been in this part of the universe before. It's not been in this part, so it's just like they haven't got a clue. So they've been trying to do is counteract it without letting the planet and the higher intelligence do its thing. And now, no matter what they do, it's not having an effect. They can't do nothing. It's not affecting us. It's not affecting the planet. The planet's kicking back. And it's just like.
So are there actually anomalies behind these chemtrails though? Because somebody was posting yesterday. In fact, I sent it to you to look at where you can see like. It looks like planets or something.
I don't know if you
Because if we moved, obviously the sky would be different.
Well, I'll just say this observation I made. When NASA shows things from the space station in space, usually you can just see black. You can't really see stars and stuff like that. It's always just black because. That is not nothing to do with the cameras. It's just like there's nothing really a lot to see. Yesterday they did a feed where they showed the SpaceX Dragon module going to a space station. You look in the background, you can see stars of all colours. reds, pinks, yellows, blues, greens, all over the place that you've not seen in any other NASA video before. And I did take a screenshot of it, but it should still be up there on the YouTube, so I might show that to the group.
Yes, I would show everybody that, and then, God, you made me think of something else. But, okay, so there's these pictures of what appear to be round, like planets behind these, or 2 moons, or 2 suns, or what's going on with all it?
Well, it's the same answer. We're in a different part of the blooming universe. The universe is in a different part of everything. Everything's different up there.
So they're hiding.
And they're hiding the fact that everything's different because, for one, they've got spaceships up there, they've got craft up there, but the craft is like I said, the craft is within the universe. The universe is moved as a whole. So to them, things are coming in that shouldn't be coming in because they don't know what these are. And they don't know the universe is working on a different, and they can't explain it. Well, why can't they explain it? They can't tell us because they've no answers for us.
Yeah, because they're panicked.
They're panicked. They're shitting themselves. They think the freaking creators come back. Like, oh dear, landlord's back.
Okay, so what about when we look up in the
Landlady.
sky and we still see the Big Dipper and all that stuff? Is that?
Yeah, because that's our solar system. That's our universe.
So we're still in our universe.
Yeah, but when you take a universe and you put it in another pocket universe, another part, and there's no shield on us now, there's no bubble protecting us, things are going to be coming in and out now. Positive things, because this is in a different place. So it's just like, oh, sorry.
Are we
Very interesting.
understanding what's coming now on your birthday?
Let's keep tuned in.
Huh?
I was allowed to give an update. That was my update. Pay attention to the weather, to your thoughts about the weather. Thoughts.
Okay.
Communicate the weather, the water and the air make up the weather.
Right.
And the particles of photons within the atmosphere make up the weather. It's conscious. It's just been hooked up to. It's just been reconnected to a super consciousness that's flooding, and it communicates intelligently via emotions and intent. So when you ask for the weather, speak to the weather, you speak to that unity consciousness, that higher unity consciousness, and just see what happens. See what happens. It's like they've been trying. They said after we had our little mini heat wave in the UK, it's going to be the coldest February on record, it's the coldest March on record, and I just, excuse me, can I just have a word with the weather about that? I don't want it cold. I don't want that storm coming in. They said there's some storm Frida or Edna or whatever her name was coming in. It's like, can we just skirt past the UK and just sort of go up so it doesn't hurt anybody? It just blew a little. It wasn't enough to blow my hair out of place. So yeah, it's just like you speak to the weather. It's like I've got a permanent intent. I want sunshine on me when I'm outside. I don't mind if it's raining. I don't want to drop the rain. The plants and the water, the animals need the water. Just over me when I'm out in the garden. There's a little sun thing, and then when I've come in, you can close up and rain again. I don't care. But just while I'm outside, can we just have sunshine? And the weather just goes, yeah, because I'm not clearing it for the whole country. I'm not clearing it for the whole world because that will have a ripple effect, a butterfly effect, just over me. Just, when I go in,
We love you. Yeah.
And because the weather's hooked up to a super conscious intelligence now, and it's
That's awesome.
It's waiting to be talked to. It's been ignored for a long time. Unless you're asking for something like, I want you to do this and help that person. I want you to go and do this and stop the rain over there because of political motivations and monetary motivations. And you get one night worker come in that community and go, excuse me. Super consciousness. Ignore them. The children. They don't listen to them anymore. Listen to the birds. Listen to the fish. What do they need? They've got don't listen to these stupid little humans anymore. I mean, whoever goes, are you sure? Because we're told every person on this planet we've got to listen to as a collective, but super collective. No, we don't want that. Okay, is that okay? And they go, yeah, fine. You've asked. We won't. It's like they've been in control, thinking they're in control of the weather, thinking they're in control of this. It's because the planet has got a default. It's because she's got to do as she's told by her conscious beings on it, the highest conscious beings on the planet, and that's been, until recently, most of the population unconsciously listening to a few bad people. And now the light workers just realising, I can do this, can I? I can veto those children who've asked for bad weather and told everybody else, it's going to be bad weather tomorrow, and they go, oh, okay, yeah, and then they're manifesting it for them.
Exactly.
And then,
just like a lot of things they've done, they tell you something and then
it takes
just to put people in fear, and then they would take that fear. I thought about that one day. I'm like, oh my God, if we just realize how powerful we are, that they put this thought in your head, then you start thinking of all the scenarios, and you're putting all that crap out there.
It's not so much fear. It's Are you scared of children having a temper tantrum, throwing water around at each other and having a mud fight over there in the playground? I don't think so. Where are the parents? Go speak to the parents. Speak to the children. Tell the parents, look, your kids are causing a hell of a mess down there. Go sort them out, as I will. Mm-hmm. The parents have come in to try and sort them out.
So we're going to sort them
before
out.
They're expelled. And having to go back to a different part of creation and relive. But, we're giving everybody a fair chance to go out of kindergarten and get to first grade.
And then if they don't, then they have to move over.
Well, they just have to keep doing kindergarten, but kindergarten's no longer in charge of the planet.
Wow, this is amazing. So we should really be... We made it.
Yeah, do you know what? Yesterday, I've got to say this for everybody.
Okay.
I've not been remembering a lot of my dreams for the last couple of weeks. I don't when I'm processing a lot of information, because I don't want it to put it out of the consciousness just by thinking about it when I'm awake. That's all it takes. I woke up yesterday, and do you know what woke me up? I was laughing my arse off. I woke myself up laughing. I couldn't stop laughing. I was just... with a group of light workers, and we were having a good chat, monitoring situations, and we almost got ourselves laughing. In fact, we all must have woke ourselves up laughing this week. I couldn't stop laughing. I thought it was hilarious. It was it's like the funniest joke I've ever been told in the universe, watching something like the first show you've ever seen. Honestly, I woke up laughing, and I've been in a good mood ever since. It's like, okay.
So something major has just done.
It's like, stop taking ourselves seriously now.
Yeah.
What? Serious.
Well, I think a lot of us didn't realize, including myself, of course, none of us know everything, but just that we don't realize what we're capable of. And I'm still there. I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm
practice. How do you know what you're capable of until you try?
Exactly. But
go outside when I've got off this, and don't matter what the weather is, focus on one cloud and ask it, can you just part just there? Just give you a circle. If you've not allowed to ask for a cloud, manifest a cloud in front of you. Just ask for a cloud.
Tons of clouds.
And you don't ask with your head. You ask with your heart.
One day after I watched...
It's not telepathic. Isn't thinking. It's feeling. It's emotion.
That's something people don't realize. I remember that time watching you when you were outside and you were doing this thing with your hands and you were moving everything. So I went on the porch one day and I'm thinking, okay, nobody's around. Let's see if I can do it. And I just put my hand out and just started trying to move it like you did, and the freaking trees started moving. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. See, the thing is, it's not. It's the most powerful thing you did was communicate. It did the movement.
Right. But then I stopped.
You gave it the permission to listen. You put the intent, I want this to do this. You talked to it, it communicated back, it did the movement, you didn't do it, it did it, but you that was you taking your power going, I'm talking to you now, can you just do this? Yeah, okay, you're talking to me now, yay!
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, there must have been a gust of wind somewhere, but there was nothing, and then I got all goofy and tickled, and kind of like I did last week when I went out just to look and see if I had crystals on my skin. And I went out there, and I come in like a little kid that had just, oh my God, like I got...
Video it! Just get your video thing and just do it. People, I mean, Tony does it, and Michelle from her channel, Michelle's Opinions, and T. Taylor, her channel, you please go and look at them. And video your sparkles, post them into the group, only if you feel a bit, only, I don't want people to see it.
Mine's just from outside in the sunshine. I'm not there yet where I can just do like Tony.
Well, you went out there and just videoed your hand outside. You will get this. I'm not alone.
I'm seeing this on things, plants. I mean, there's like something, and I keep thinking something wrong with my eyes.
No, our eyes are adapting to the new particles that are here now.
And then I just saw a picture yesterday. It was flowers. I think Layla posted this, and you could see the energy coming off these flowers, and I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna start seeing some pretty amazing things. You know. And then now my thought just drew me back to, and then it just went away. Yeah, that my thought was bringing me back to say that happens.
Right, I think I'm gonna stop the recording now, but
okay.
Anybody's watching this on my Patreon or on my YouTube channel, because I'm going to link this on my YouTube channel I think today, and I'm going to be doing maybe this week at 10 PM UK time. If you're a Patreon of mine, and I can have 10 people on a live chat feed and we can all chat about what's going on, but you've got to agree for it to be recorded, so I'll do that. I might put this.
Really fun for people.
Yeah, and I'll post it to the group on my page and see if anybody wants to. I mean, I'll make it so it's just $1. You just pay $1, and then that $1 will go towards my trip in after March 19th.
God, I hope it's close to me. It's closer to me because Texas and you're in the UK. There's a big.
I can't give any clues away, but.
I know. I'm saying I'm hoping it's closer. We can communicate later on that, just in case.
But that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to post this to YouTube. It's so long. It's probably been an hour now. It's going to take ages to upload it.
Oh, I have no idea.
So, anyways, I'll have to say thank you for everybody watching. This is my admin from the group New Light on Facebook, Chana, who's not seen her before. She's in Texas, and it's taken a lot of courage for me to get her on here.
Yes, it has. Yeah, I don't do this.
I'm absolutely useless on my own. I can't just sit here talking to a camera. It's just so impersonal. Wait, I'm going to draw a card for everybody, I think. I know other people who draw cards, but these are channel cards, and I shall see if they make any sense to what I've just been getting. So let's channel a bit of the group. These are Shirley Batty's Little Owl cards, and you can look for her on Facebook. She writes brilliant books, Little Owl cards. She channels the White Brotherhood, but this collective consciousness of 9 as well. Magenta Pixies.
There. Go back.
That one?
Over.
I'll do it again.
Kept the light. That one, right there.
So that's for the group.
That is it. I don't know. I hope I picked the right one.
Number 11. You could take.
Wow.
And I'm going to read it.
Yeah.
Okay. We seek the tracks who are treading the path. We see clearly if the impressions made upon the earth are deep and lasting, or faint and likely washed away with the first rains. We watch to note if the impressions are wavering or straight and direct. We look to see what other tracks join the tracks of leadership. We are behind all those on the path, noting and recording.
Oh my God.
When we see a weakening or an ailing for any number of reasons, we are there to offer succor and resuscitate. because I can edit it.
Okay, so can I? You're froze.
Yeah, it's because I'm doing something.
Okay, so I can take my picture off, right? My video, or should I?
No,
leave it
you
on?
just leave it because it's only for me and you, and I can edit
I'm
it.
not putting it on anything unless it gets super good, so I won't vape in the middle of it, so people see me vaping.
Yeah, so it's recording because what I'll do when I put it into my YouTube, I'll go to where I'll put a picture up or something, and then I will know. Like I will put this one up, and then I will know that's where to edit it from.
Okay, when we get ready to do that part.
Yeah, so we can talk about anything that's been coming up for you, anything that comes up in the conversation, because it's just for.
Time we do one.
No, but I think it'd be nice if you don't want to be seen, that's fine. But this is just
If it's just for Patreon, that's fine.
this one. I'm just going to